Life is a journey, and the most profound exploration is the one we take within ourselves. Self-awareness is the compass that guides us on this inner journey. It is the practice of turning our attention inward, observing our thoughts, feelings and sensations with curiosity and openness. Like a scientist studying a new species, we approach ourselves with a beginner's mind, eager to discover the intricacies of our being. Self-awareness is not about judgment or criticism, it is about understanding. It is about recognizing the patterns that keep us stuck and discovering the wisdom that lies within. When we become aware of our thoughts and emotions, we are no longer at their mercy. We can choose how we respond to them. This ability to choose our response is where our true power lies. As we cultivate self-awareness, we begin to see ourselves more clearly. We see our strengths and weaknesses, our fears and desires. This clarity allows us to live with greater authenticity and purpose. Imagine for a moment that you could step outside of yourself. Picture yourself as an observer, watching your thoughts, feelings and actions unfold as if they belong to someone else. This is the essence of cultivating the witness consciousness. When you observe yourself from this detached perspective, you create a space between your thoughts and your true self. You realize that you are not your thoughts, but the awareness that is aware of them. This realization is incredibly liberating. It frees you from the tyranny of the ego, which is constantly seeking to define you by your thoughts and emotions. As you practice observing yourself, you may notice that your thoughts are often repetitive and unhelpful. You may see patterns of negativity or self-criticism. Don't judge yourself for these thoughts. Simply observe them with curiosity. The key to mastering self-awareness is to observe yourself without judgment. This means approaching your inner world with acceptance and kindness, even when you encounter aspects of yourself that you may not like. Judgment creates resistance and separation. It prevents us from seeing ourselves clearly. When we observe without judgment, we create a space for healing and transformation. The present moment is where self-awareness unfolds. It is in the now that we can observe our thoughts and feelings without getting lost in the past or future. Practice bringing your attention to the present moment throughout the day. Notice the sensations of your breath, the sounds around you, the feeling of your feet on the ground. As you practice self-observation, you will begin to notice patterns in your thoughts, emotions and reactions. You may observe that certain situations or people trigger specific emotional responses within you. Pay attention to these patterns without judgment. Simply observe them with curiosity. What are the underlying beliefs or past experiences that are driving these patterns? Understanding your patterns is the first step towards transforming them. When you become aware of a negative thought pattern, you can choose to interrupt it. You can choose to focus on a more positive or empowering thought. Remember that you are not your thoughts. You have the power to choose which thoughts you want to entertain. Your emotions are also valuable sources of information. They can alert you to your needs and boundaries. Mindfulness in action. Cultivating present moment awareness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for cultivating self-awareness. It involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, with an attitude of curiosity and acceptance. You can practice mindfulness in everyday activities such as eating, walking, or washing dishes. As you engage in these activities, bring your full attention to the present moment. Notice the sensations, the smells, the sounds. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the present moment. Another way to cultivate mindfulness is through meditation. Find a quiet space where you can sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes and turn your attention to your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your abdomen as you breathe in and out. As you focus on your breath, thoughts will inevitably arise. Don't judge yourself for these thoughts. Simply observe them with curiosity and gently guide your attention back to your breath. With regular practice, mindfulness will become more effortless, and you will find yourself more present and aware throughout your day. The body as a barometer. Tuning into physical sensations. Your body is a powerful source of wisdom. It is constantly communicating with you through physical sensations. Learning to listen to your body's signals is an essential aspect of self-awareness. Pay attention to how your body feels in different situations. Do you feel tense or relaxed? Energetic or drained? Your physical sensations can provide valuable insights into your emotional state. When you feel stressed or anxious, notice where you feel it in your body. Is your chest tight? Are your shoulders hunched? Bring your awareness to these sensations without judgment. Simply observe them. You may find that simply by bringing awareness to your physical sensations, you can begin to release tension and find a sense of calm. Detachment, finding freedom from the ego's grip. The ego is the part of us that identifies with our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. It is constantly seeking to define us and protect us from perceived threats. While the ego serves a purpose, it can also keep us trapped in patterns of suffering. When we identify too strongly with our ego, we become attached to our thoughts, emotions, and possessions. This attachment leads to suffering because everything in life is impermanent. Detachment does not mean that we don't care about anything. It simply means that we don't cling to things. We can still enjoy our experiences and relationships without being defined by them. When we practice detachment, we free ourselves from the ego's grip and open ourselves up to a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. Cultivating self-compassion. Embracing your authentic self. Self-compassion is an essential aspect of self-awareness. It involves treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance that we would offer to a loved one. When we are self-compassionate, we acknowledge our imperfections without judgment. We recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that we are all worthy of love and acceptance regardless of our flaws. To cultivate self-compassion, practice speaking to yourself with kindness. When you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, offer yourself words of encouragement. Remember that you are doing the best you can with the resources you have available. Self-compassion also involves taking care of your physical and emotional well-being. Make time for activities that bring you joy and nourishment. The transformative power of self-awareness. Self-awareness is a transformative practice that can lead to profound personal growth. As you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and patterns, you gain a greater sense of agency in your life. You are no longer at the mercy of your unconscious reactions. You have the power to choose how you respond to challenges and opportunities. Self-awareness also enhances your relationships with others. When you understand yourself better, you are more equipped to understand and empathize with others. You become more compassionate, forgiving, and loving. As you continue to practice self-awareness, you may find that your values and priorities shift. You may feel called to make changes in your life that align with your authentic self. Conclusion: a lifelong exploration. Mastering self-awareness is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It is an ongoing process of exploration and discovery. As you continue to observe yourself with curiosity and compassion, you will uncover layers of wisdom and understanding that you never knew existed. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a willingness to learn. Remember that you are not alone on this path. We are all on a journey of self-discovery, and we can support and learn from one another along the way. The more we cultivate self-awareness, the more we contribute to a more conscious and compassionate world.